The American Descendants of Slavery is a movement to push forward a discussion of lineage of blacks in America. The purpose of the ADOS movement is to seek redress for the injustices visited upon black people who can trace their ancestry back to slaves on American soil. This movement is spread throughout Twitter, YouTube, and social media. The ADOS movement is not for minorities, Asians, white women, other minority groups such as Hispanics, Latinos, Chicanos, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and Jews, immigrants and descendants of immigrants, or any black ethnic group who has no bones buried here in America, but whose ancestors were part of the diaspora of the African slave trade in other countries. ADOS demands a new designation on the census with ADOS and another for black immigrants, affirmative action streamlined specifically for descendants of slavery, reinstituting the protections of the Voting Rights Act, 15% of SBA loans be distributed to ADOS businesses, financial compensation for residents of majority ADOS areas where environmental poisoning have taken place, immediate assessment of the numbers of ADOS prison population at the state and federal level, and review of punishment levied against ADOS, and real prison reform in the form of investments into counseling, job training, and rehabilitation for incarcerated ADOS. Legislation to triple the current federal allotment to HBCUs. Students who attend black colleges and universities should receive a discount in the form of 75% tax credit. The government strictly limit the number of H-1B visa workers for tech companies in the U.S. Audit the banks to see if there are patterns of racial discrimination in lending and require these banks to extend loans to ADOS businesses. Mandate that the government's advertising budget include black media. ADOS college debt should be forgiven in the same way losses were forgiven for the banks on Wall Street. A healthcare credit to pay for medical coverage for all ADOS, passage of H.R. 40, America atones for its sins of slavery by paying out reparations to ADOS. Without the measures being instituted, American descendants of slavery are locked out of the country our ancestors built during chattel slavery. Without reform through transformative government, we would be left to continue living a third world life in a first world country. Problems faced by the ADOS movement. Activists trying to spread information or opinions on Twitter about specific candidates have been shouted down by other activists who say the hashtags they're using are overrun by bots, Russians, or trolls. The hashtag has become a prime target for bad actors to hijack to spread criticism and disinformation about candidates in the same way that Russian trolls in 2016 posed as Black Americans to exasperate real concerns about Hillary Clinton's records to existing social movements like the Black Lives Matter.